Hello and welcome to another Disney Pixar video, and today we are going to talk about Elemental from 2023. The cast members to this movie, we got Leigh Lewis Ember, Manmondo Affy play Wade, Peter Soule is the director from this film, and he got some experience by his parents. And he also has directed other Disney Pixar movies like The Good Dinosaur and stuff. And then he also played other characters in Disney Pixar as well. Starting off with the movie where enough of Ember parents is literally going into this new city and stuff, and we seen like the trees, the fire, the water, and then maybe some air like clouds and stuff. So it's pretty much like a lot of like things around like the earth has and stuff as like persons and stuff, like people in generally and stuff. And just looking into like the city itself and stuff, I think it's called a mental city, I guess, element city, I meant to say. And it just looks so cool. Like, I like this city. Like, I wish I can lived in this city and stuff. I just like the bright colors, really cool designs of the cities and the buildings and stuff. Like, this is a really, like, it really stars very well. Like, I was really enjoying it right away and stuff. So I just have a feeling like this is actually going to be a fun movie to watch. So fortunately enough for Amber's parents to move into a new city, Amber was born, and we're kind of like seeing Amber growing up to a girl, to a woman and stuff, and she is helping her parents with a fireplace business, and hopefully enough till she's ready for working for the business, her father is gonna have her to just take over the business when she's ready. This was absolutely a crazy thing I ever seen, because there's even a time when if you guys actually know these people doing this podcast, it's the podcast is called You Should Know Podcast, and it has two men named Cam and Peyton and stuff. I think Peyton is like the most like guy, like started it and stuff, and then having like his friend as like his brother in a way and stuff by his side as like a hose gas type of situation, helping together and stuff, making this podcast and stuff. They are very interesting people, but the thing is, one is dumb and one is smart. So the crazy thing is, Cam is the smart one, Peyton is dumb. The one is like literally creating this whole podcast and stuff. And there's even a time of he realized enough of candles, and he was questioning about enough of why does not the glass burn with fire? Like, why does the glass don't melt?
I don't understand how the glass doesn't set on fire in a candle.
It's glass.
Glass is flammable.
No. Glass is not flammable. It's glass.
2024?
Literally, fire is used to create glass.
Wait, hold on. What? Say it again. I'm sorry. How?
Glass is not flammable. There's nothing flammable about glass.
Matches?
Mm-hmm.
And I put that in there. I don't have a fire.
Nothing happens.
You Should Know Podcast is literally seeing this and stuff, like at this time and stuff. I want them to watch this video and stuff to see, like, showing Peyton enough of fire can actually make glass. Because what I absolutely saw from this movie, there's a clip of enough of where a scene in the movie where enough of Amber literally like had broken glass on the ground. She picked it up, put it inside of her, like she ate the glass and stuff. And then, fortunately enough, she like brought the glass out of her and like formed it the way she needed and stuff, and then made it like new glass and stuff. Like, I don't know how glass does that with fire, but she did it. So now you know of enough. If Peyton is literally watching this video and stuff, I hope he is and stuff. But yeah. Yeah, fire can make glass. Like, it's crazy to think about that, and why is it like clear or whatever and stuff. Who knows? It's science in some ways and stuff. It's very hard to explain this very well and stuff, but in some ways enough, it's what it is, you know? And it's very interesting, and I never seen this before in a movie, just in a Disney Pixar movie and stuff, and just the way she did it, it was like pretty crazy. Amber got a story from her parents back then where she was living with other fire people like her, like them and stuff. And fortunately, things just didn't go the way they are, so people kind of like kicked them out and stuff, and that's why they had to move to the new city they're in right now. And so it's kind of sad. And then finally enough, we are meeting Wade, and somehow enough, he went through because there was a leak pipe water into the basement of Amber's parents' business and stuff, and that's how Wade got through and stuff, and because he's water, basically. So what happened enough of they actually went to a basketball game and stuff, and when they were at the game, the clouds were like playing basketball, whatever, and stuff in the air. And there was a really cool scene where Wade was, getting the crowd going and stuff, and they made a water wave and stuff because that's natural. Like at other sports, like I'm into baseball and stuff. Like you see like a ton of like waves at baseball games a lot and stuff. So like that's normal, and it was just a really cool way they use water as a water wave. Ember and Wade actually went on a date and stuff, and it was kind of really romantic in a way. It's so interesting enough of water and fire, or like into each other and stuff, because like I understand about Wade, like she's hot, obviously. But it was just very interesting the way, and I just like in the tone of the music and stuff, the way it went and stuff, it just like it had good vibes from the music and the scenes they were showing from the movie and stuff. It's really awesome, just to see people, feeling some emotions, like we're literally seeing like friends become into loved ones and stuff. So it's kind of romantic, and it's also sweet. Like it's a very sweet date. And while on their date, somehow enough of they went to these emeralds, and Ember changed into colors every single time she like touching a emerald on the ground, so she can like change in any color of her flame and stuff. And then after that, Wade went on the water and just like crazy speed water, similar like Dash in Incredibles and stuff. And then he made like a rainbow and stuff, and they had like a really nice like look in and stuff, like obviously they're gonna fall in love. And then after the date, fortunately enough, where Ember was going back to her home and stuff at the business, there was a really cool scene in the dark where she, obviously she's the light, under the tunnel of where the subway and stuff, and where the train comes in, because it's under, like, it's on water and stuff. So when the water splash and stuff, it has like this crazy like water tunnel and under her and stuff. And I just thinking it was just a cool scene and stuff. Like, you don't really imagine to see this like a lot and stuff. Like, these are like really like cool designs people can make in these really awesome movies and stuff, and they're mostly for kids. And then finally enough, when she literally was outside again with Wade, they were at the beach and stuff, and this is another glass thing. Again, Peyton, if you are absolutely watching, there's more to her to make glass and stuff. It's so funny in this way and stuff. And the way it is, because they're at the beach and stuff, and she's sitting, like, literally she's fired, and she's sitting on sand and stuff, and she made like a glass ball and stuff, and it's just like super cool of how that is. So again, of something, I actually really wanted to show you something, because a lot of people keep saying about Minecraft and stuff, like you can make glass with like sand and coal in Minecraft. So if you want to know how that works, I'm going to show it to you. Here we have, so fortunately enough, what we have is we have a furnace here, and then we have a crafting table. And I'm going to show you even a crafting table thing as well later on. But we have a furnace here and stuff, and we're going to click in and stuff. This is dispenser. You freaking kidding me? This is not what I want. Oh my god. You're a furnace. Why is that doing that? There we go. Now we got a furnace. I had a dispenser later of it. So what you're gonna do and stuff is put sand, I guess sand here, and then you're gonna put your coal under, and it's gonna melt. Never mind. What the heck? You gave me smooth sand. This is not right. What is going on? Alright, we're trying this instead. I don't know what happened. Alright. We put charcoal in instead. Maybe that will work. Because I don't know why it's smooth sand. What? Dude, what did they do? Did they change Minecraft? That doesn't look normal. This shouldn't be smooth sand. What? What did they change? I'm literally having a hard time here. Like, I thought this was gonna make coal. Like, I literally thought this was gonna make, like, glass. No, dude, Minecraft is different now. This is broken. It is not what you want? Dude, this doesn't make no sense. What type of sand? This is sand. Oh my god. Do you realize enough of I was using the wrong sand?
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That sandstone. Like, the first thing I saw was that. Yes, there we go. Let's just pick this. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I am embarrassed right now. Seriously. Alright. Minecraft is not broken, and we are putting coal with sand now. This is going to work. I hope. Ba-bam! Yay! I don't know why I had a hard time. Um, yeah, so now it's glass. Yeah. So that's that. So that's how you make glass in Minecraft. That's how you make glass in Minecraft.
That's how you make glass in Minecraft.
Glass pane is right here, and it's only 6 of them. Six glass blocks, by the way, and stuff to make 16 glass panes. Here what the glass pane look like. Also, I'm gonna do a second one, maybe a third one. Just so that's what glass panes look like and stuff. That and then this is what the glass looks like, and then we have with color as well. And here is all the glass, even they have glass, and then all the colors and stuff, like all the colors and stuff, and then same thing with glass pane, and then their colors as well. Very interesting. Tinted glass. So they also have that as well in the game. Like that. So pretty cool, huh? So there you go, Peyton from You Should Know Podcast. That's what glass should make in Minecraft. Ember went to Wade's house to see her family. See his family. And inside he has a swimming pool because, again, it makes more sense enough of their water. And again, this is probably the third time we're seeing her making glass. So again, Peyton from You Should Know Podcast, you should listen up here again because this is also amazing to see as well. It's life change. Like I'm roasting this kid. But anyways, one of the people in the house broke a glass pitcher, and that's like, you use like have water and stuff to pour and stuff. So it broke and stuff, and then she actually used her talent of her flame to make a new one, and for this one she made it very unique in a way and stuff to make it very colorful, and she also did it with like style and with like in a different way what the picture was before, and she just made it a lot cooler and stuff, and everybody was very surprised and thought it was pretty cool, and she has some skill and talent and stuff, and she got to use that more often and stuff. So this is the third time in the movie she's making stuff with glass. So Peyton, the answer is yes. Fire can make glass. Wade actually did a very sweet thing to Ember to see the flower underwater, so she got like into a air bubble and stuff, and just to go down to see this really magical special flower she really wanted to see as a kid, but fortunately she can't do it because it's underwater and fire wouldn't be allowed to be in it. So I thought that was a very cool moment and very special for Ember, what did to her. And then after that, they were trying to touch each other because, again, they're just falling feelings together in a way and stuff. And they were trying to understand enough of this won't work because water, both ways can go in wrong direction where enough of water can evaporate of fire, and also fire can take down water as well. So in both ways enough, it could be a disaster. But fortunately enough, they went little step by step and take a little slow what Wade did and stuff, and they finally touch and stuff. So they got a little sparkle into them, and then there was a flood of water coming through and stuff, and pretty much destroyed the fireplace business and stuff. And she was trying to keep the blue flame to keep going and stuff, and she did kept it in a way. Wade actually helped as well, and then fortunately enough, at the very end, they were trapped into an area where enough of it's too hot for Wade. So this was kind of saying like a goodbye to Wade because he melt down and stuff. And then fortunately later on enough, Wade is back and stuff, back to normal and stuff. I don't know why it is, but that's just what it happened and stuff. And then we have this very amazing emotion feeling both with Wade and Ember when they kissed and stuff. So it's romantic, you know. That's what you want to see. You want to see people to be happy and love and all these typical things and stuff. So it had a really good ending. And fortunately enough, we do have Easter eggs and stuff. A113 is on a street on a science table and stuff. And then the Pizza Planet truck is when Amber mom went to Wade's apartment and stuff. So that's pretty much of the Easter eggs and stuff. So for that, that's pretty much it for that. I really enjoyed this movie so much. I really like the vibe and the colorful and the storyline of this movie and stuff. It got a little romantic into it, you know, very like two young people fall in love and stuff. Like that's what you really want to see, a very good movie and stuff. And it's actually really cool to see like air, like clouds and stuff, trees, water, fire into like human people and stuff. Like they have lives similar like us and stuff, but in a different form. Fortunately enough, this is going to be the last Disney Pixar movie I'm going to do. I might go back to the MCU and starting phase 4. So if I would go in order of that way, and because fortunately enough, Black Widow is supposed to be the very first movie coming out for phase 4 from like 2020. The first project they did in phase 4 was a TV show of WandaVision. I think that's the first one. So, thinking about a TV show, again, I'll be down for it. Again, to doing like TV show. I don't know I'm gonna do each episode, or I could just talk about the episodes I enjoyed and stuff, and probably talk to like what's the interesting things, like what's going on and all these typical things, and just doing like not like each episode. I might do 2 episodes in one video, or just depends of like what's going on. Or I could just talk about the whole thing, whole season in one video. I could do that as well. Depends of how I feel and stuff, and what time, you know, I can do it and stuff. So that's basically that. So depends on what I can do. So if you interested enough for WandaVision for MCU Phase 4, get hyped for that if you are looking for that and stuff. Again, hope you like this video. Hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this. Have a nice day, and thank you for watching.